Hey everyone, I hope you're having a great start to your week. I'm that Ed Tech Guy, and it's Tech Tuesday. In this episode of Tech Tuesday, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into smart chips, focusing specifically on meeting notes. So, when you're in a meeting, whether that be a learning team meeting or just a planning meeting that you're having with members of your team, you can take meeting notes in Google Docs and link them to your meeting in Google Calendar. And to do that, you can use smart chips. So start out by typing the @ sign, and you will see under building blocks, you have the option for meeting notes. So I click on meeting notes, and you'll see that my calendar comes up. So all of the events that are on my calendar for today will appear when I select those meeting notes. So I can choose whichever meeting that I'm currently in. And so we're going to do this one for Tech Tuesday. And what you'll notice is that it pulls all this information from my Google Calendar. So it puts the date, it puts the title of the meeting, it lists our attendees that are listed on that meeting invite, as well as any attached files. This is very convenient for referencing it at a later date. So, maybe this is a meeting that we have, and then 2 weeks from now, I need to get back to these documents that we discussed that were in the attached files. I can go directly back to this document and have those links here so that I can easily access that file. Another really neat thing is all of these pieces that are highlighted in gray are interactive. So I can highlight over Deeldra's name and I can send her an email. I can start a chat with her, a video, or schedule an event with her. So that's a pretty cool feature as well. If I want to go directly to that calendar event, I can click on this title here. It will take me there. And then I can book an additional meeting. If I want to change the date for this, we can do that for a follow-up meeting. I can put my notes in here. And then the checklist feature that we talked about last week, it automatically comes up as action items. So as I'm adding these action items, if I want someone in this meeting to have responsibility for that, I can type @ to bring up our smart chips. And under people, I'm going to go ahead and start typing the person's name, and you will see that it pulls up Andy Chapman right here. So I'm going to assign step 1 to Andy, and then step 2, I'm going to assign to Deeldra. And I'm just going to start typing her name, and it's going to pull it up. And step 3, I'm going to assign to myself. Got to remember to put that @ symbol in there for it to pull up correctly. And so now I can make sure that everybody knows what they are responsible for on this checklist. Now you'll notice that it asks me, do I want to share these meeting notes? Because the attendees do not have access to this document. So I'm definitely going to share, and I'm going to attach, which means that this document is going to be attached to this calendar event for our meeting today. So I'll go ahead and click on that, and it's going to ask that these people need access to the file. I'm going to give it to them. And now this document is loaded into that calendar event. We can take our notes here. This is really good. Maybe not necessarily for learning teams, because I know that many of you already have an agenda that you type into, but for planning purposes, anything that you're going to do action items on, this is a really good resource that you can use for that. And it highlights a couple of the other things that you can do here with smart chips. I hope you find this tip useful. Have a great week. That's it for this episode of Tech Tuesday. If you have an idea for an upcoming episode, send me an email or hit me up on Twitter @ThatEdTechGuy. Have a great week, everyone.